some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Adjustments. Toss to the outside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hansen. Finally corralled but not before. He picks up the first down. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. To the ground with the back.
When I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback will keep it. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got a chance. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll try the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the flat and the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Just keeps slinging it. Flips it out in the flat. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Clemson is quick to the line. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Get things started on this drive from the 24. Leaves it with the running back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Hansen. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The offense changing the play. They'll go to the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Hansen. Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clemson has their paws on it. They'll send out the offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Looking for room. It's Overton. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Miller. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every point. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Spins away. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the tailback. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He leaves it with his back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Big fella moving. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. DBs will try to keep everything in front. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
One more snap coming before halftime. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Looking deep. He can haul it in, incomplete. point. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, one pothole after another. They're trailing by 21 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here comes the Michigan offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll give it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. to go up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
He runs out of bounds at the 33. And that's a first down for the offense.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Gets rid of it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Finds the tight end. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead with the 6. Follow the blocker. The offensive bye will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. Drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quickly complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Toss sweep to the left. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop them before a short gain. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. He's like a loose bowler, just caroms his way to the 32.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the make makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. On target to the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He might want another play. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to fire on second down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Gets the back moving. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Dances away to buy time. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped.
All right, not ideal. Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting. Inside your own 10, now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll try the left side. Finds a crease at the 20. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Sweep to the right. And some room to work. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Overton. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, better look out. Touchdown, Clemson. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
Fellas, a battle in the Beaver State today. A lot of green, a lot of orange in the stands. Whatever Oregon and Oregon State have at it, and here's the latest. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The give on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Slippery run, 22. University of New Haven, 7.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.